Hey guys, it's Greg with Apple Explained. I know I'm a little bit late today, I apologize. But this live stream today is going to be pretty exciting, mainly because this morning or yesterday, depending on what time zone you're in, because I'm in Japan right now, the channel just passed 400,000 subscribers, which is incredible. So I just want to start off by saying thank you for subscribing and watching my videos and helping build the Apple Explained community and helping this channel reach 400,000 subscribers, which is something I never thought I would be saying. So thank you so much. We already have over 150 people in the live stream and I'm already getting questions. So again, just like a typical live stream, you can ask me questions about YouTube, about Apple, about my personal life, why I'm in Japan. You can, if you want to get your questions answered for sure, because there's so many people asking them right now, you can send a super chat, which is a donation through the live chat. Or you can join our Discord server and then ask one question after this live stream ends over on the server, and then I'll answer all the questions in a short Q&A video that I post there after every live stream. So let's go ahead and get started with the questions. And I already see a good question from Dylan Newlin, who asked, what do you think about the AirPods Pro? I'm really excited about them. When Apple first released the AirPods, I wanted them to make a second version that was like an in-ear headphone that, went deeper into your ear canal, that sealed off outside noise, that had better sound quality, just like their wired Apple in-ear headphones that they've had for years and years and years before. But they never made that. And I think that's what the AirPod Pro is going to be. So I'm really excited. Now they're rumored to be up to $300, so it's going to be pricey, but I think it will be worth it. Fatima Castillo said, when are you making your next history of Apple? I've actually never made a video called History of Apple. And it's because I had originally planned 5 video topics for my Patreon page for each milestone that we reached. And one of them was the history of Apple. But that never happened. The Patreon thing, well, the Patreon page happened. It didn't go the way I wanted it to. It wasn't as successful as I wanted it to be, so I ended up closing it down, and now I can use those topics for something else. So I probably will make that video eventually. FlameLion9878 said, video idea, history of Nokia or history of Motorola. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing a history of Nokia, history of a Nokia phone, like the slideshow, animated slideshow thing where I show each model of a certain phone. I definitely want to do that with Nokia and with Motorola. We have a super chat from Casey Seibold. Casey is always coming through with the super chats. I really appreciate that, Casey. They said, Greg, how's Japan so far? What did you do this week? I did a lot of work this week. If you guys saw, I posted more videos than I typically do. So I've been working. I went to a certain part of Tokyo for shopping. I got some new face moisturizer and toner, and I bought some new shoes this week. I really like my shoes. Yeah, actually, this week, Japan just got a new emperor. Like, the previous emperor left his position, which normally that doesn't happen. Normally, emperors serve until they die. But this guy was like, I'm done. I'm gonna move on to something else. So there's a new era sort of Japanese history every time an emperor takes over. So the enthronement ceremony of the new emperor just happened a few days ago, and I was actually able to like walk around the area where it was happening because it was really busy. Lots of camera crews, lots of police officers. That was pretty cool. We have a couple more super chats. Javier M said Ooga Booga. If so, why? I have no idea if that's an inside joke or something, but I don't know what that means. Thank you for that super chat, though. I appreciate it. We have another super chat. Actually, Black Tall Smart 19 asked a good question. They said, do you like Apple Music or Spotify better? I actually prefer Spotify. And I think I did a recent video where I explained some of the advantages Spotify has over Apple Music even today. And that video is called How Apple Music Finally Became Good. So if you want a detailed analysis of that topic, you can go ahead and watch that video. Okay, let me get to the super chats. Hold on, before they go away. Jose Nanin, thank you for that $1 super chat. I appreciate it. He did not have a question, but I appreciate that. Daniel C, he is our moderator. Thank you for that $2 super chat. He said, we have a Discord. Join. Must be 13 or older. Yeah, join the Discord. We talk to each other there. You can ask questions, one question after each live stream that gets answered for sure. But you have to be 13 or older. Pro Gamer 303 said, how are you liking your iPhone 11 Pro Max? I love it. I have to say, there are so many good things about this upgrade this year, but the reason why I upgraded is for battery life. I had no idea that battery life would be so significantly improved. When I saw it during the keynote, they said it lasts like 5 hours longer than the previous model. And now that I'm using it day to day, I charge it overnight. I wake up at like 8 o'clock, take it off the charger. I can use it for music, maps, games, browsing the internet, texting, calling. And by the end of the day, when I get into bed at 11 p.m. or midnight, I will still have 25 to 30% battery left. And that is unheard of in any iPhone ever before. And it totally changes the game because I don't have to carry around a battery, a power bank. I don't have to carry around a battery case, charging case. I just need my iPhone, and I know it's going to get me through the day. Even when I do these live streams and I'm using my iPhone, I don't have to charge it afterward. I can keep using it for the rest of the day, and I know I can get through. So it's really incredible. The battery life is just, I think, the big selling point. Turbo Bro said, hey Greg, how and why did you decide to make this channel? It kind of didn't really happen that way. I didn't really decide to make a YouTube channel and then I started posting videos all the time and I tried to grow it. It sort of was, I wanted to watch a certain video that I couldn't find on YouTube 10 years ago. And so I made the video myself and then posted it. And I think my YouTube channel was just called Greg Wyatt Jr. Like it was just my name because I didn't really have a channel. I just posted one video. And then that video kind of got popular. And then there were more videos like that I wanted to make, so I did. And then eventually I realized, oh, this is kind of like a YouTube channel. I should probably give it a name that makes sense, not just my name. So that's kind of how it happened. Red said, congrats on 400K. I appreciate that, Red. The Bam Bam said, do you think AirPods are coming out next week, according to Ben Geskin? I don't know who Ben Geskin is, but I would be really surprised if Apple introduced a completely new model of AirPods without a keynote for them. It could happen. I would just be really surprised. I want them to come out as soon as possible, though, because I want to buy them. So I hope they come out next week. Siri said, what don't you like about the iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max? Something that kind of annoyed me was when you're using the wide angle lens, you can't use night mode. So you're taking a photo and it's dark out and you want to use night mode to sort of brighten up the image, but you can't do that with a wide angle lens. You have to either use the telephoto lens or the standard lens. And that was something that kind of sucked. I wish I could do that. Alex, one of our moderators, said Series 3 or Series 5 Apple Watch. What are the major differences? Right now, if you're looking at an Apple Watch, I highly recommend buying a used Series 4 because you can't buy one new from Apple. Apple isn't selling them anymore. But you can still get them from websites like swappa.com or eBay. And I think it's a good deal because you're getting 99% of the technology on the Series 5, but at a reduced price. Maybe even cheaper than what Apple is selling the Series 3 for. In the Series 3, you're really sacrificing a lot of features compared to the Series 4 or Series 5. So that's my recommendation. We have a few super chats that I missed. I apologize. Let me make sure I get all these super chats in. Okay. Starting with Yaya Al-Sabahi. Thank you for your $3 super chat. I really appreciate that, Yaya. They said, thinking of buying a new computer, Windows or Mac? I think you know exactly what I'm going to tell you. Windows or Mac? You're asking Apple explained Windows or Mac? Of course I recommend Windows. I'm sorry. Of course I recommend Mac. I recommend Mac, especially if you have Apple devices already. If you have an iPhone, if you have an iPad, you should definitely buy a Mac. It's going to work together seamlessly. Of course, I think the hardware, Apple's hardware, is better than Windows hardware that you'll find, or PCs that you'll find on the market. So I highly recommend the Mac. Okay, we have another super chat. Casey Seibold, thank you so much for your $2.79 Canadian super chat. I appreciate it. This is your second one of the day. Casey said, if you travel to Canada, where would you like to go? Yeah, because you're in Canada, Casey. So if I went to Canada, I would like to go to what's that city? Not Toronto, because that's the east side. The west coast. There's a city on the west coast that's very popular. I don't know why I can't remember it right now. I hope it's not the capital of the country, or else I want to be really embarrassed. That's the city I would want to go to. Not Toronto, but what's that other one? I forget. Someone's type it in the Vancouver. Thank you. Someone said it. Thank you. Vancouver. I would like to visit. D-Dog Darcy, thank you for your $3 Australian super chat. They said, what phone do you recommend? An iPhone XR or 11? That's a good question. I think if you're comparing the 10R and 11, the benefits of the 11 is a little bit more battery life and a better camera system. I think that's the only differences. If I'm wrong, go ahead and let me know in the live chat. But it depends on your budget. Whenever I do recommendations, it always depends on how much money you have to spend. If you can spend $700 plus taxes on a new iPhone, you should get the 11. But if you want to save some money, the iPhone XR is a great phone. It's still a great phone even a year later, and you'll really appreciate it. And you'll probably save, $250, $300 maybe. Pure Awkwardness said, will you ever do vlogs or personal travel videos? I get this question a lot, and I don't think I ever would vlog. I see other people doing it, like Telosive Tech. He has like a vlog channel, and it doesn't perform very well. And if I'm spending time making vlog videos, that means I'm not making Apple Explained videos. And if I'm going to give up, Apple Explained videos, it has to be for a really good reason, or else I'm not going to do it. Because my focus is 100% on Apple Explained, and I want to grow the channel even more. I really don't want to have to start over at 0 subscribers, 0 views, and then work toward monetization with a vlog channel. And I don't want to post vlogs on my Apple Explained channel because that's not the content that people are looking for. So it really doesn't make sense right now. All right, we have more super chats. You guys are very generous today. Thank you so much. And I think I just lost it. Okay, here we go. Daniel C, again, our moderator. Thank you so much for that super chat. He said we have over 500 members on Discord. I did not know that. That's exciting. We have over 400,000 subscribers and over 500 members on Discord. Again, Discord is free. You just have to click the link in the live chat and then accept the invitation, and then you'll be able to be a part of the server and talk to us there and post one question after each live stream that I answer. So that's pretty exciting. Another live super chat from Jose Nanin. Thank you again, Jose, for your super chat. This is your second one of the night. That's $5. Thank you. He said, do you think Apple will release a new Beats Studio pair with the updates it made for the Solo Pro headphones? I have to be honest. I am not familiar with Beats products. I'm not familiar with the headphones or the in-ear headphones. I know they just came out with a new Solo Pro model, and it's getting good reviews. I watched a video about it, and it looks good. The thing is, I'm not a fan of on-ear headphones. I like around-ear headphones, and I'm not sure if Beats has those. But I imagine if they introduce new technology on one pair of headphones, they're likely to carry it over to another pair in the future. So most likely. Disney YT71 said, did you ever have an iPhone 4S? I never had an iPhone 4S. My first iPhone was the 5. Firas Abueda, thank you very much for your $5 super chat. They said, are there any differences between the US pricing and Japanese pricing? If so, how do they compare? Yes, there is a difference. And it depends on the exchange rate. So if you convert $1 US into Japanese yen, which is the currency here, it fluctuates. But Apple's products are a little bit more expensive here, typically, depending on the exchange rate, than in the US, but it's not super dramatic like in other countries, like in Europe or like in India. So it is a little bit more expensive here. Septic said, when will this live stream end? I'm going to be on for an hour. D-Dog Darcy, thank you for that $3 Australian super chat. They said in Australia, the 10R is $1,120 and the 11 is $1,170. That is very expensive. That is very expensive. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I knew Australia pricing was high, but that's too bad. I mean, that's very expensive. Avery R said, what was the first Apple product you bought with your own money? That was the iPod 5G or the iPod Video. We have another super chat that I missed. Pure Awkwardness, thank you for that $2 super chat. They said favorite meme, Apple or otherwise. I've actually mentioned this before in a previous live stream. I don't know if you guys have seen the meme with the song called Sail by AWOL Nation. And then it's a cat video. There's this cat like walking around and you have the music playing in the background. That's my favorite meme. So if you want to look it up, just type in Sail Cat and you'll find it. It's really funny. And the cat was okay. I just want to let you know the cat was okay. It was reported later on that there was no problems with the cat. So it's okay to laugh. Someone said, wait, you live in Japan? Pradeep Vincent. No, I don't live here. I'm just visiting for a long period of time, like almost 3 months. But then I'll be going back to my home in Columbus, Ohio. Okay, I feel like I missed a super chat. Yes, okay, this one is $10. Thank you very much, Titan Tube. Thank you, Titan Tube, for that super chat. I really appreciate it. They said, hello, love your channel. I have a question. How much do you think the AirPods 3 will cost? And will you buy them? I will definitely, absolutely buy them, number one. Number two, they'll probably be around $300. That's what the rumors are saying at this point. But again, we never know for sure until Apple announces them. And should you buy them? It always depends. It always depends. If you have AirPods right now, like you already have AirPods, and you don't see the need for noise cancellation or higher sound quality, then you don't need them. But if you're in noisy, loud environments, for example, I'm on the subway every day, and it's very noisy. I can barely hear my AirPods because I don't like to turn them up more than halfway because it's just not good for your hearing. In those situations, investing in the noise cancellation AirPods would be very useful, and you may want to sell your current AirPods to get them. So it just depends on your situation. But for me, I could definitely take advantage of that feature. Okay, we have so many super chats rolling in right now. I cannot even believe it. Titan Tube, who just gave me a $10 super chat, sent another $10 super chat saying you're welcome. Thank you, Titan Tube. I really appreciate that. Tech Tarantula said Apple and Tesla are making a car. I don't think they are. I think Apple might be working on some kind of car technology, but I don't think Tesla has anything to do with it. Although it would be cool if Apple and Tesla did like partner on a car. That would be cool. Willie Stone, thank you for that $5 super chat. Willie said, was it difficult for you to start your channel solely on Apple products? Do you worry about running out of content in the future? So when I started the channel, it was difficult because I was trying to figure out what kind of videos to make that would be popular. So that was what was difficult, but it wasn't difficult making the decision to only make videos about Apple because I love Apple and it's my passion and I can talk all day about Apple. So that's not hard. And people ask me all the time, aren't you going to run out of ideas? If you're making 1 or 2 videos a week, which is like, 75 or 100 videos a year about one company, won't you run out of ideas, or you'll run out of things to talk about? And it makes sense, like, if you just think about it, but I will never run out of something to talk about, because if you know technology, you understand something new is happening every day. Every time Apple announces a new product or has a new keynote, or there are always rumors about future products, and there's always something that I have an opinion on when it comes to Apple, and there's always something I want to share or teach or educate people about. So I'm not concerned that I'm going to run out of ideas. And I don't limit myself to Apple topics. If you've seen, I've talked about Samsung, I've talked about Huawei, I've talked about Microsoft. So I don't limit myself to Apple if there's something really interesting that I want to talk about with another company. But Apple is definitely sort of the main company that I feature on my channel. Casey Seibold, thank you so much for your 3rd super chat of the evening. And this time it's 7 Canadian dollars. I appreciate that, Casey. Casey said, do you know how come in Canada we don't get Apple Pay cash into Apple Card? I want them badly. Yeah, I actually recently found out that Apple is planning on rolling out the Apple Card to other countries, and I think Canada is probably one of them. We just don't know how soon they'll be able to do it. But I think it's just a matter of Apple partnering with banks that will allow them to release the card in the country. There may be some legal red tape that Apple has to go through in order to get approved to make a new credit card in foreign countries. Just like Apple Pay took a while to roll out, the other features like Apple Pay Cash and the Apple Card will also take a while to roll out overseas. But hopefully it happens sooner rather than later. TitanTube, oh my goodness. TitanTube just donated another $15 super chat, and they said, this channel is awesome. TitanTube, you are awesome. Thank you so much for your super chats. That's what, $35 that he has donated to me. I really appreciate that, TitanTube. What's strange is that this is the first time I'm seeing TitanTube in one of our live streams. But I really appreciate that support. Sheldon Williams, thank you so much for that $2 super chat. They said, what's some of your favorite music right now? Well, Mika just came out with a new album. I don't know if you know who Mika is, M-I-K-A. He's one of my favorites. Gus Dapperton, I just recently went to a concert with my younger brother. We saw Gus Dapperton. I like his music a lot. He's not as popular as some others. I also like Tegan and Sarah. They just came out with a new album. Caravan Palace came out with a recent album, and I'm in love with it. So that's some kind of music I'm listening to right now. Richard Sweat said Apple tried to buy Tesla, but Tesla turned Apple down. I think that was a rumor. I'm not sure if that's really what happened. I don't know if Apple actually tried to buy Tesla, but I did hear those rumors. It wouldn't surprise me, especially if they want to get into developing electric cars. But no, Tesla is in an incredible position right now. They have the best electric cars. The industry is moving to electric cars. So many traditional manufacturers have already released or are planning on releasing electric cars. But they don't have the advantages Tesla has. They don't have the charging network. They don't have the service network. They don't have the battery technology. Tesla in their Gigafactory is producing more lithium ion batteries than the entire world combined is producing. And that's what they need. That's the volume they need to sell as many cars as they are. So it'll be interesting to see how this whole electric car thing plays out in the future as things go that direction. Oh my goodness, there are so many super chats. Okay, let me make sure I get all of them. I don't want to miss any of them. Okay, next is from Willie Stone. Willie Stone, thank you for that $5 super chat. Willie said, "You're awesome, man. Keep up the good work. Love your channel." I appreciate that, Willie. I will keep making videos. The next super chat is from TitanTube. Again, return of TitanTube. This time coming in with the $20 super chat. Oh my God. Oh, TitanTube. I hope you have a lot of extra money to be spending on me because this is ridiculous. You do not have to be doing that, but I really appreciate it. Quentin Williams, thank you for that $2 super chat. They said, "What's your iPhone 12 wish list?" For the next iPhone 2020, I would like to see a smaller notch. I'd like to see a ProMotion display. I would like to see, if they can, I would like the iPhone to be a little thinner and a little bit lighter. I don't know if you guys realized it, but the iPhone has been getting a little bit thicker ever since the iPhone 6, I think. And it's been getting a little bit heavier every year. And with the iPhone 11 Pro Max, it's almost half a pound. And you can kind of feel that if you're holding it like for video for a long period of time or something. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just something I would appreciate. Firas Abueda, thank you so much for your $5 super chat. I really appreciate that. They asked, will you do an updated history of the iPhone for your video essays? Ah, yes. That's a good question. I might. Thank you for that suggestion. That's a good idea, actually. TitanTube, again, with the $5 super chat, said, "I know it's 11 p.m. here and it's late, so I'm usually sleeping. That's why I missed the live streams." Oh. But tonight's live stream is even later than the other ones, so I'm surprised you're here. Again, TitanTube with another $5 super chat. They said, "So, wait, I just lost it. So what are you going to do with the money I donated?" That's a good question. I'll probably end up spending it on sushi. Tonight, I'm planning on going to a nice sushi restaurant because I've been to Japan before, but every time I was here before, I didn't really have that much extra money to spend. So I would go to the cheapest sushi place I could find because they have some cheap sushi here compared to the US. But the quality wasn't the best. You know, it was good for the price. But there are more expensive sushi places that cost like $100 or maybe like $75 for 10 or 15 pieces. And it's a very small restaurant. I mean, it's only basically like a bar that can seat like 10 people. And then you have to make a reservation and it's this whole big thing. But I've always wanted to do it because I've wanted to see just how much better that expensive sushi is compared to the cheap stuff. So I'll probably spend the money on that. Okay, let's see here. Alex, our moderator, said, "Shot on iPhone and Selena Gomez. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Alex. I don't know. Did Selena Gomez like shoot a music video with the iPhone? That's pretty cool. We have another super chat from Daniel C. Thank you, Daniel. He is our moderator for that $2 super chat. He said, already down to $26 in the bank. Last super chat soon. Please do not spend any of your last $26 on me. Just keep that to yourself, Daniel. I appreciate your generosity. We have super chats, but I can't find them. Okay, here we go. The next super chat is from Sheldon Williams. Thank you, Sheldon, for your $2 super chat. I recognize your name. You're with you're on the live stream almost every week. I really appreciate that. Sheldon said, what was a video that you were surprised did well? That's a good question. Actually, let me go to my videos and see, because there was a recent video that I didn't think would do well. Oh, history of the Fifth Avenue Apple Store. I just posted that 6 days ago, and I didn't think it would do well. I mean, I thought it would do okay. I was hoping it would get to 100,000 views eventually. I thought it might take 3 or 4 weeks to get there, but it got to 100,000 views in almost a day, and now it's at over 250,000 views in 6 days, and I just can't believe how well it's doing. Now, the video I made after that, History of macOS, is not doing well at all, and it's too bad because the History of macOS is a sponsored video, whereas the Apple Store video was not sponsored. So that's not really good, because you want the sponsored videos to perform well so that the sponsor will want to, do another video with you again. They want to work with you again. So hopefully the History of macOS picks up. I thought it would do well, honestly, but it hasn't been. The next super chat is from TitanTube again. TitanTube strikes back with the $25 super chat. This is a record for Titan. Thank you very much, Titan. I appreciate that. He said, I love sushi, so do you have another job out of YouTube? I don't. YouTube is my full-time job, and it's because of all of you that I'm able to do this as a living, as a full-time living. There are so many people on YouTube who want to do YouTube full-time, who want to become YouTubers, who want to have a successful channel, and it's very hard. Only like 2 or 3% of YouTubers make enough money to live on. So I'm extremely grateful for you guys supporting the channel, watching the videos, being here for my live streams, subscribing, because it's like my dream job. I get to talk about Apple all day, which is like my favorite thing to do. Geez, we have more super chats. I'm sorry, you guys. Usually I get to answer more just normal questions, like non-super chat questions, but we're getting so many super chats tonight. This one is from Firas Abueda. Thank you very much, Firas, for your $2 super chat. I think this is your second or third of the night. They said, what was the most popular video on the channel? Well, if you don't already know, the most popular video on my channel is History of the iPhone from a year ago. That's the slideshow that shows every model of iPhone. It has almost 21 million views, which is incredible. And then the next most popular is also History of the iPhone that I released a month ago. And out of a month ago, it's already at over 11 million views, which is incredible. The next super chat is from TitanTube. Again, thank you for that $3 super chat, Titan. They said, so does this make me your boss now? Titan has given me so much money that now I am officially employed by him. Tech for Your Needs said, if you don't have enough money for a MacBook Pro 15-inch, which 13-inch model is good for YouTube? As long as you get a MacBook Pro, even if it's a 13-inch, it will be good enough for making videos on YouTube. The Best, thank you for that $2 super chat. They said, why did Apple name macOS after cats? That's a really good question. I don't think we really know why. I don't think Apple ever gave a specific reason, because the first version of Mac OS 10, when they started using cat names, was called Cheetah, but it was a code name. It wasn't actually used publicly to refer to the operating system. It wasn't used in the marketing. It wasn't used on the packaging. I just think it sort of caught on, but with users. I think users were starting to refer to the versions by the cat name, so Apple just kind of capitalized on that. It wasn't until Jaguar, which was the third release, Apple started using that name in its marketing. But we're not sure why. Brandon asked, when was your YouTube channel created? It was made about 10 years ago. But I didn't start posting regular videos until like about 2 years ago. The next super chat is from Sheldon Williams. Thank you for that $2 super chat. He said, what's the most time-consuming video you've made so far? The most time-consuming? That's a good question. I mean, most of my videos kind of take the same amount of time because I'm making the same format of video. Like my video essays take, maybe 10 or 11 hours. My animated slideshows take even longer, maybe like 15 to 20 hours. So probably my first history of the iPhone video took maybe 30 hours, because that's when I was figuring everything out. I had to do everything from scratch, and that took a long time. TitanTube, thank you for that $2 super chat. Titan said, I need a sandwich employee. You need someone to make you sandwiches? I'll tell you this. I used to work in a concession stand at my local pool, and I was bad at making food. I was slow. I don't think you want me as a sandwich employee. TitanTube, again, thank you for that $3 super chat. I want someone to add up all of the super chats from TitanTube and give me like a total of how much Titan has wasted on me to fund my sushi habit. TitanTube said, what's up with the Applesmith Avenue or something? What? Applesmith Avenue, is that something, is that a street name Apple is using on their new campus or something? I'll have to look that up. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Evan Williams said, Greg, did you switch to iPhone 11 Pro? Yeah, so I had an iPhone 10, and I told everybody that I'm not going to upgrade to this year's iPhone, and then I upgraded because the battery life. I mean, that's the main reason why. I wasn't expecting the battery to be better, and especially so significantly better. So I now have the iPhone 11 Pro Max. We have another super chat from, again, TitanTube. Thank you, Titan, for that $2 super chat. They said, in the new PC they made with the expensive stand. Oh, yeah. You're talking about the Pro Display XDR, which is, can you guys hear the ambulance? It's right outside my window. The Pro Display XDR is, I think, $5,000. The stand is an extra $1,000. Yeah, it's not a consumer level display. It's for the top professionals in a certain industry. It was created to compete with reference monitors, which cost tens of thousands of dollars, and it has some of the same features as reference monitors. And when you get to that level of market, typically professionals already have a setup in place, whether it's a dolly system, whether it's a mount. And so they replace monitors, and their new monitor, they just hook up to their existing setup. So they don't really need stands. That's why a lot of reference monitors don't even come with stands. Now, why is Apple's Pro stand $1,000? Because Apple thinks they can get away with charging that much. I mean, it's overpriced. Definitely. Again, another super chat from TitanTube, $2 super chat. Thank you, Titan. You're on a roll. He said, or the Glass Apple Store. I don't know the name, in New York City. Oh, the New York City Apple Store. You're talking about the Fifth Avenue location. Yeah, I made a whole video actually about that called History of the Fifth Avenue Apple Store. So if you watch that, you'll get the rundown of why it was created, how it came about, who had the idea, how it was executed, updates to the store over the past 13 years, and some of the features of the new update that they just did recently that I actually drove to New York City to attend, and I recorded footage of that. Alex said that TitanTube has donated $77 so far. That is incredible. Thank you, TitanTube. And again, TitanTube with the $2 super chat said, oh my goodness, TitanTube. Yes, Pro Display, I'm not getting one. Yeah, most people don't need the Pro Display. It's unnecessary. Another $2 super chat from TitanTube said, that's cool. Another $2 super chat from TitanTube said, I think I broke the bank. Another $2 super chat from TitanTube said, I'll watch the video. Thank you so much for your super chats, TitanTube. I really appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, Ethan Arrington said, LOL, never seen someone so generous as Titan. Yeah, neither have I. I appreciate that. Kay said, I got my iPhone 11 and I want to get a wireless charger, but I don't know which one to get because there are a lot that can damage your battery, I've heard. Maybe the cheap ones, like the cheap ones from Amazon or something, could possibly damage your battery from overheating. Although it's unlikely. I would recommend Nomad. I actually use a Nomad charging station right now. I bought 2 of them. I think they're one of the best on the market. I think they look good. They're compact. It has 3 charging coils, so you can charge your AirPods and your iPhone at the same time. And they also have a version with an Apple Watch charger built into it, so you can charge all of your devices at the same time, including the Apple Watch, which is what I have, and I really enjoy it. So that's what I would recommend. TitanTube, again with a $2 donation. They said, I'm fine with my AirPods 2 and iPhone 11 Pro Max. Yeah, that's actually my setup too. I have the same exact thing as you. But if Apple comes out with the AirPods Pro, I'm definitely upgrading to those. Another $2 super chat from TitanTube. They said, my iPad Pro with Apple Pencil 2 and keyboard case. Okay, I have the iPad Pro, but not the Apple Pencil or the keyboard. Another $2 super chat from TitanTube. This is basically the TitanTube live stream right now. He said he has an Apple Watch 3 with cellular. I highly recommend upgrading to the Series 6 next year. It's probably going to be a pretty significant upgrade. Willie Stone, thank you for that $3 super chat. Willie, I think this is your second or third of the night. Willie said, do you think Apple will stick with AMD for GPUs? Yeah, I have no idea. There are rumors that Apple is going to be developing their own chipset, which would include the GPU. So I guess that's a possibility. But for the near future, I think they're going to stick to AMD, which is what they have in the past. Daniel C., our moderator, thank you so much for that $2 super chat. He said, last one, after stream, Discord, 13 or older, do you game? Yeah, so if you guys want to get your questions answered for sure, because TitanTube is just dominating this live stream right now, join our Discord server, and you have to be 13 or older. You get to ask one question after every live stream that I will answer in a Q&A video that I post there. And do I game? Yes, I have a Nintendo Switch. I play Mario Kart almost every day. I also play Pokemon, Splatoon, and FIFA. And some Super Mario Maker. We have more super chats. This is like the most super chats I've ever gotten ever in a live stream, so I really appreciate that. The next one is from TitanTube, of course. $10 super chat from Titan. I really appreciate that. They said, I think this should be called TitanTube Live Breaks the Bank. I hope you're not breaking the bank. But yeah, you're definitely dominating this live stream right now. That is for sure. I've never seen anything like this happen before. TitanTube again with a $2 donation. Yes, I do. I think he's answering someone else in the live chat. Someone's Deep Patel said Mario Kart LOL. Yeah, I'm not a serious gamer. Another $4 super chat from TitanTube. And another $2 super chat from TitanTube. He said, all of these from me, most likely like 50%. Yeah, I think about 50% of all these super chats are coming from TitanTube. But we have another one, The Best. Thank you for your $2 super chat, The Best. They said, why doesn't Apple license iOS? Because they'll run into the same problems that Android is having with fragmentation and with developer applications. When you license an operating system to an unlimited amount of devices, I mean, there are thousands of Android devices, all with different screen sizes, different processors, different GPUs, different batteries. And you have to account for all those things when you're developing an application. It can be really hard. And then each smartphone manufacturer wants to differentiate their device. So they create their own skin, it's called, to put on top of the Android operating system to make their software look unique, even though it's the same operating system underneath the appearance. And that skin can take a while to get updated, if ever. There are less updates to Android devices. So there's a lot of optimization issues with licensing out an operating system that Apple does not want to deal with. And I agree with Apple. TitanTube, thank you again for that $5 super chat. TitanTube said, "Oh, Donald called. He wants his credit card back." It would not surprise me if you're using someone else's credit card because you're donating so much. TitanTube again for the $2 super chat. He said, "I'm back." I don't know if he ever left, to be honest. All right. Cameron said, "I got my iPhone 11 and I upgraded from an iPhone 6. The battery life on the 11 isn't that great. Any idea why?" I have heard some issues with iOS 13 causing battery life drain. It could be because of iOS 13. Just make sure you're updated to the latest version and then keep updating to the latest version. And hopefully that will change, hopefully. If not, take it to the Apple Store and let them know. And they can run a diagnostic test on the hardware on your phone to see if the battery is performing normally. Another super chat from TitanTube. This time it's $5. Thank you, Titan. They said, "How do you do that orange name thing where it's like highlighted?" Are you talking about the highlight on my name, Apple Explained? Because that's what you get when you become verified on YouTube once you reach over 100,000 subscribers. If you're talking about an orange highlight on the super chat, that's if you donate more than $10, I think. Alex said, "Promise me you're not overeating sushi with TitanTube's money." Beans and Brock Gaming said, "Hey bro, any thoughts on the next iPad Pro?" Yeah, the next iPad Pro is supposed to be getting the same camera system as the new iPhones, which I would really appreciate. And hopefully faster Face ID, which I would appreciate. But I think those are pretty much the extent of the rumors so far. There haven't been very many rumors surrounding the next iPad Pro, and I think it's because it won't be a huge, significant upgrade. I think it's just going to kind of be an iterative upgrade. TitanTube, thank you for that $2 super chat. They said, "See, he just did it on there. Am I only seeing this?" TitanTube said, "Nowhere when they type my name, it's orange." I'm not sure what you're talking about. Does anyone know what Titan is talking about? I'm not seeing any orange on anyone's name. The Best, thank you for that $2 super chat. They said, "Do you think Samsung will make their own OS?" I think there were rumors about Samsung trying to develop their own operating system. It might happen. It probably won't, just because Android is already so established. Microsoft tried to do it and they failed because they couldn't get a foothold in the industry. iOS and Android were just too dominant. So I don't think it would happen, even if they tried. TitanTube, thank you for that $5 super chat. They said, "Okay, I'm out of money. Can you still read my non-money comment?" Oh. Did you make a comment that was not a super chat? I haven't seen it, but I'll definitely keep an eye out. Oh, TitanTube said the @ thing. Yeah, so when you do the @ symbol, that's when it turns orange. I think that's what you're talking about. Seaflake 7000 said, what city is behind you? This is Tokyo that you're seeing. That's where I'm at currently. Baked Jake said, I just found your channel and have been binge watching videos. That is what I like to hear. Thank you. That helps the algorithm when people binge watch my videos. But thank you for joining the channel. Thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate the support. Titan Tube, thank you for that $2 super chat. They said, I mean, all comments, that's not super chat. Yeah, I think it's the @ symbol thing. I think that's what turns the name orange. Willie Stone, thank you for that $5 super chat. They said, Apple tried Pippin in the past, which was a gaming console. Do you believe Apple will try to jump into the gaming market again other than mobile games? No, and here's why. The gaming market is not big. It's sizable, it's a considerable market, but it's nothing like the tablet market, nothing like the computer market, nothing like the smartphone market. That's number one. Two, consoles don't come out every year. They come out every 4 or 5 years. And that's when customers expect to pay. So the turnover on gaming consoles is too slow for Apple. That's also why they didn't go into the TV market. The turnover on television sets and gaming consoles are just too slow. And gaming consoles don't command a high price. The Nintendo Switch is $300. I think the PS4 was like, what, $500? And Apple is selling iPads for $800, iPhones for $1,000, computers for over $1,000. So they want the higher price markets, and gaming does not deliver that. And they're already developing a gaming sort of platform with iOS. It's only getting better. It's only going to continue to get better. And I don't think they need to concern themselves or waste resources and time on getting into the gaming market. I don't think that's the smart move. All right, here is the next super chat from Casey Seibold. Thank you, Casey. I think this is your third super chat of the night, or fourth. Casey said, what do you think about Apple selling Xbox controllers on its website? Yeah, I saw that actually. Titan Tube is a bank for Greg tonight for the most expensive sushi in Japan. Yeah, thank you, Titan Tube, for buying me dinner. I appreciate it. Yeah, so Casey, I think it's great. I think the fact that Apple is selling Xbox controllers on their website makes sense. I hope they can carry the PlayStation controller too. But I think Apple should push the gaming platform on Apple TV. Or actually on all their products, because the controller works with iOS products and Apple TV. And I think it's great. I think it's great that they're promoting that, because I think it's a very important feature that people should take advantage of. All right. I need to wrap up this live stream soon, but you guys keep sending me super chats. The next super chat is from Sheldon Williams. Thank you for your $2 super chat. They said, YouTube achievement that sticks with you the most. When I think my biggest YouTube achievement, the YouTube achievement that sort of affected me emotionally the most, was reaching 100,000 subscribers. It took a lot of work to reach 100,000, a lot of effort. And I never thought it would happen. I never thought I would have a YouTube channel, number one. I never thought I would have a successful YouTube channel that grew to the size that it's at now. But when I got to 100,000, it's when I really realized this is something special. This is big. This is important. This is significant. And I can't believe this is happening. I mean, that was my reaction. When I received my silver play button in the mail and I opened it, like, and I saw Apple Explained written on it, like I almost cried because it was just so profound, so emotional that, you know, I achieved something that was beyond my wildest dreams. I never thought I would ever do. So yeah, that's always stuck with me. Gurjian said, Greg, you should make some other channels like Samsung Explained or Huawei Explained. Yeah, I've thought about doing other channels. The problem is, like I mentioned before, if I'm creating a new channel, I'm starting with zero. And you can't even monetize your videos until you get to 1,000 subscribers and a certain number of watch time. So I would basically be making videos for free and stealing time away from videos on Apple Explained if I were to make a second channel. So it's just not something it's not a really good idea right now. But maybe that'll change in the future, who knows. Titan Tube, thank you for that $5 super chat. They said, Alex, is it possible to turn off slow mode for me so I don't have to subtract my college savings? Titan Tube, if you're interested in becoming a moderator, you can. Just join Discord server and then we'll talk. Titan Tube, thank you for that $2 super chat. He said, or they said, I don't know if he's a she or he. This is my 1,237,972nd super comment. Yeah, you've sent a lot of super chats tonight, that's for sure. The Best, thank you for that $2 super chat. They said, what are all the Apple services you subscribe to? Good question. I'm subscribed to iCloud. I pay $3 a month for the 200 gigabyte iCloud space. I'm subscribed to Apple Arcade, although I don't know if I'm going to continue paying for it or not. I'm subscribed to Apple Music. So those are all the subscriptions I'm on right now. The next super chat is from Daniel C. Thank you, Daniel. He's our moderator. Thank you for that $2 super chat. He said, oh yeah, after stream Discord. So join our Discord after the stream. You'll get to ask a question that I'll answer. You have to be 13 or older. And Daniel said his bank is almost empty. Daniel, stop doing the super chats, Daniel. Save that money. I appreciate it though. Gurjian Sains said, yo, Greg, congrats on your 400,000. Thank you. I've been here since 11,000. Wow. Gurjian has been here since 11,000. That was like maybe almost 2 years ago. Thank you for the support, Gurjian. Titan Tube. Thank you again for that $5 super chat. They said, Greg, are you ever on the Discord? And if I join, can we talk privately? Yeah, I mean, I'm on the Discord like maybe a couple times a week. We can DM on the Discord, but I don't like to spend too much time on there. Although I will check in from time to time. Bresci Bro said, what do you think of the notch on the iPhone? Yeah, I don't mind the notch at all. When you use the iPhone long enough, it sort of disappears, like your brain just ignores it and you kind of forget it's there. So I don't mind the notch at all. All right. Chronix Plays said, what do you think about the HomePod? Will it come back? The HomePod, it's still being sold. The HomePod didn't go anywhere. They may update it eventually. But yeah, HomePod is definitely still being sold by Apple. Titan Tube, thank you for that $2 super chat. He said, great, it's okay, only so I don't have to pay. Daniel C, thank you for that $2 super chat. He said, check the moderator DM, message will self-delete. Okay, I will check on that, Daniel, thank you. All right, and we are 10 minutes over the allotted time of an hour. Thank you guys so much for, okay, Evan said, why does Discord have to be 13 or over? Because that is a Discord rule. It's not my rule, it's just Discord requires all of the people on there be 13 or older. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Titan Tube, and to everyone who sent super chats, Casey Seibold. I really appreciate your guys' support. This has been an amazing live stream. I'm so happy that we reached 400,000 subscribers. It's a huge milestone. We're so close to 500,000. I mean, that is incredible, 500,000. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will be eating sushi tonight. Titan Tube is still sending me super chats. Thank you very much, Titan Tube. I will see you guys next Saturday, and hopefully I won't be late. I apologize for my lateness today. I will see you guys next week. Hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.